Anywho, I'm just going to start that. I have 2 save files. Since when? Screw it. Yes, Desmond will do. That is who I am.
My name is Desmond Miles. I'm a prisoner of war.
No subtitles,
War I
nice.
never knew existed.
Great game, 10 out of 10.
Two groups I never thought were real. Templars and Assassins. The Animus showed me the truth. The things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact, one of many so-called pieces of Eden. Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change.
Right.
They want to make us all their slaves. When they first brought me here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. I can't do it alone. Maybe I don't have to.
Well, you've got Lucy on your side.
Her name is Lucy.
Spoiler alert, she's undercover. We kill her
She's
later.
on my side. She's gone now. She's taken away
I actually can't remember if that's ever actually a
Templar
thing.
masters. I don't know what will happen to her. Or what'll
Like,
happen to
the
me.
first moment you can walk around and have a look at Lucy. I don't know if she actually is missing a finger or not.
And I need to do it soon. My name is Desmond Miles. And this is my story.
Yeah, before the series shit itself. Fight me, Daniel. Fight me with your Assassin's Creed lore. I'll tell you why the series shit itself. It's because Desmond died. Ooh, that. Ooh. I will press any button. I'm going to go to graphics and turn VSync on. Oh no, it doesn't matter. It still does it. I don't know how VSync works, you know. Stupid game.
We have to go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they...
Now. Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look.
Period.
We have maybe 10 minutes. Maybe. Before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and
You should see the stall that I left.
Desmond, I promise
Didn't
I'll
clean
answer
it up.
all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
I love the quirky, old, janky animations.
Hurry up, Desmond. We're running out of time.
Yeah, she isn't missing a finger. I knew it. Game developers are terrible at making video games. Well, not missing a finger, but she's supposed to miss it up to a certain point. And then we become Roger Craig Smith. Well, that's hot.
Spingi, spingi. Di nuovo.
I especially love the jaggy graphics. And her lifeless expression. And whatever the hell you're supposed to call that.
Oh, my love. Mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss
Oh yeah, I also forgot they made a fucking short movie, didn't they? For this game.
Giovanni.
Fuck me. 2 games in and they're already short movies before they made the bloody film.
Combattente. Perciò. Combatti. Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
Can I have them? Mine don't work.
Call you my love.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Yeah, then the next guy is fucking called Radno Kertun. Or Connor, to you and me. I like how we just go from, yeah, I'm not pronouncing that ever.
Get
You're
out.
Connor.
Let's go. time, Desmond. We have to leave.
Mr. Anderson.
Really getting out of here, huh? Sturgo's got some fucked up interior decorators.
Huh.
Stay close.
Hey! You're not supposed to be up here! Open this door! I'm calling it in. We have a breach in the research wing. I repeat, there's been a breach in the research wing.
Nice walls. Fancy.
There they are! Don't let them get away!
Yeah, I can't wait to do that, but by pressing one button to win. Or physics.
Look at this place. What about the cameras?
I rigged them to loop old footage. How do you think I managed to hide all your nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're good.
So I've been told. But they're on to us now. We need to hurry.
Excuse me.
Careful.
Yes, I know, it's
We
a
need to
maze.
get
We
that
basically
out of
walk
the
forward.
room. Follow my lead, but keep an eye out for security. I'd rather avoid a fight.
Is that an animus?
They're all animuses as animi.
Stay close.
How many of them are there?
Wait.
Wait, follow.
Animuses or animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy, what do they need with all of them?
Desmond. Fuck. I thought this card would work. Must be on a separate system, and I don't have the code.
Wait. Shit. Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go.
Oh god, I can't remember when this game came out. I want to say like 2009,
It's always something.
2010.
2010.
What was that in the animus?
We've come a long way
16?
with animations.
Audi something?
I think we've been wrong all along. That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
In the back of her car. And that's not a euphemism, sadly, either. Because her trunk is looking mighty nice today. Actually, can't I just do the counter thing? No, I don't think I can do it. No. Lucy, help me. I can't fight.
Get in.
You're joking.
It's for your own protection.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
Burn it.
Thanks for that. It was great. Shoved in the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This way.
it. So, gonna tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, They'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful. And every day, more of us die.
I still
Oh,
don't see
boo-hoo.
how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
Yeah, with a smarmy British arsehole that I love.
No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No. Not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes...
Who
that's all
dies?
you need.
So that's why you found him. My ancestor. What was his name?
Ezio.
Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me out of Abstergo and brought me here just to make me an assassin?
No, an
There's more
assassin.
to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Yeah, until you talk to Sean, who I cannot remember who voices him. I know it's not Stephen Merchant, but I know who it is. Well, I know of him, but
You made it. God, it's been so long. 7 years. Can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet
who
you.
gets
Desmond.
shot
It's been lovely chatting, but if you
in
don't mind,
Unity,
Desmond,
I
let's
think.
get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core. This
Oh, I'm
is
so wet right
amazing.
now. Thanks.
Their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
Oh my god, data. Come here, Sean. Let me talk to you. You bruise me with your words.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, once we're out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
I love him.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, before. Everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
No. Going through all that. Knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
Oh yeah, and also the scar that's on his face that you conveniently see in this game. We'll get that in a minute. I don't know why they bothered doing that. 'Cause it doesn't need to make sense.
Hey, Desmond, what's up?
Just
See you
wondering what
later.
your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready. and we
Except
can get
be
started.
not socially
I
awkward.
just need to make a few more adjustments.
So how does this work? Of course.
Deep breath.
Ah! Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean!
No.
we go.
I love him so much. I just want more of him in my life. That's all I want. Oh yeah, and this is also where the remaster is not great, where it shows off its ugly face, literally.
Insieme per la vittoria! Insieme! Silenzio, my friends! Silenzio! Grazie. Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we... Enough of your nonsense, Grullo! Buonasera, Viera. We were just talking about you. Surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Gottardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
It's great how he goes from a child in this game to a man in Revelations. Now can I do the counter bullshit move? Yeah, maybe. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. You're supposed to be on my team, arsehole.
Behind you. Federico, what are you doing here?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
And?
You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
Also, I believe that's actually how you get them to attack you much quicker. Because if you've got multiple enemies near you, and you flick between them, the game thinks obviously you're not locked on to one of them, so by flicking around them all. Dick. You? No, he's not. Oh, thanks.
Fall back! Fall back!
Hold on.
What? We've almost won this.
Your lip.
Just a scratch.
Let the doctor decide.
It's not necessary. Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours.
wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Give me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
Search them. There's bound to be something in the pockets.
Tiny penis, tiny penis, tiny penis. Oh, money! Thankfully, you don't ever actually have to do this. I mean, yeah, if you want quick money, I suppose. The bigger guards who you kill, they're definitely worth stealing from, but all the lesser enemies,
Not bad.
it's a
That
waste
should
of
be
time.
Let's get out of here before the guards arrive.
It is. Also, I think this game has a sort of 100% thing. I'm not entirely sure if it's this one or if it's from Brotherhood. If this game does have like 100% synchronization, not counting collectibles, of course, I might try them, but I won't guarantee
The
anything.
sooner we're done with the doctor,
I won't.
the sooner we can sleep.
I forgot that happens.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
Fratelli auditori, why am I not surprised? Quite a mess of yourself.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
He's not. That goes there. Here, let me dab you with this cloth.
There we are. Now get out of here.
Grazie.
Thank you, Dottore.
This way.
I think it's Dottore.
Quite a night.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun. Oh, wait. They are.
And then he wants to race up to the bell tower, doesn't do anything though.
Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes.
But if I do accept this, I want to be here, because you climb straight up that way.
Our little race, then.
To where?
Roof of that church.
Unless it resets me.
Uno, due, tre. Baby brother still has much to learn. Come on, Calcaruga.
Never mind.
Come on then, this way.
Where are you going?
You'll see.
We're going to kiss in the moonlight sky on top of this church.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
Not for long.
Best. Never change.
And may it never change us.
And you can only climb that tower when you get climbing level 3. I think you can just do it at climbing level 2 if you get cheeky with your jumps, but I think it's something to do with climbing level 3. I know it's when you get the jump
Enough
ability.
of that. We really should head home. Let's go.
Wait.
What? Ezio. Let Christina sleep.
There will be time enough for that. Later.
Ah,
Now it's time for me to die. Jump in a bale of hay. Yes, I know how to bloody jump off a building.
So it's Vieri. Better hide.
Keep looking! He couldn't have gotten far.
God, all of those faces. Why would you?
Christina! Christina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, it's you. I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
As long as it's.
Well, wait. That came out wrong. Come here.
Oh, it's you.
It's still funny. Because obviously when you look at games like Witcher, when they attempt stuff like this, it's
Oh,
is what it is because the game came out in 2013, but yeah. It's basically just two polygons, just love.
Christina! Christina! Elia, your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter.
Oh, she did.
Really so terrible that... Figlio di cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, no, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa!
There's really no need for violence. You have me confused with someone else. She needed some help with some things. I'm mostly innocent.
Nope. God damn it. I want to climb this building since I'm next to it. So like I said, I'll do as much of this as I can, but I'm not doing collectibles. I think it's... I want to say it's feathers in this game. Because obviously it reminds your mother of her son who collected feathers. Oh no. Which like I say I'm not doing. There's far too many of them, I don't know where they are, and it's a waste of time. Chests, I'll probably do them as and when I'm passing them. If I somehow get to an almost completion of all the chests, I guess I'll do them. But basically the main thing is, I think you can also buy stores in this. So I'll buy those, obviously income. I want to say that's definitely in
Good morning.
Brotherhood though.
Something wrong?
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Vieri di Pazzi last night. And then this little visit to Christina. Your behavior is unacceptable.
It reminds me when I was your age.
It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these adventures won't interfere with your work today.
No, padre. Avete la mia parola.
I've prepared some documents here for Lorenzo di Medici to review. I need them delivered to him.
With haste, father.
Return to me when it's done.
I know there's an entrance somewhere. Fuck it.
Ah, Ezio.
Ben trovato. How are
Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid, and don't expect it back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
Important people suffered by the Steam Commander have led to this draconian measure, which you will resist.
Yeah, there it is.
Keep up the good work.
Bischiero.
Open the
You
bloody...
worry too much, Giovanni.
God damn it.
Francesco Di Pazzi is in prison. The threat is...
Oh look, it's the guy who betrayed us.
Hello, son.
Uberto.
You remember my family.
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help it.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
Yeah, and it would be good to see a knife in your throat.
Hey, Claudia. How are you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things
She's
from
been
me.
cheated on.
It's Duccio.
More
Where are
like
you?
Ducio.
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought
With
they
some
were my
pig of a
friends.
woman.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Wait here.
Has gone from I love him to rip off his balls. Remind me to never piss off an Italian woman. I would like to keep my balls. Okay. Scusi. Ooh, the frame rate. What is the frame rate on this? Apparently 60 FPS. I very much doubt that. This looks like 12 FPS. Oh, well, fuck it. I also get the vantage points whilst I'm next to them. Ah, Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo. Don't you mean Leonardo da Vinci? Hang on a minute, yes, Daniel. Oh yeah, sorry, I hit the end of the game of Wasteland and all of a sudden it turned into Assassin's Creed 2. I don't know what happened, but I'm really thankful I bought Wasteland 1 Remaster because it looks like a great remaster. How am I playing a good game? Fuck you, Wasteland was a good game, it's just that I may have hit a brick wall that I can't progress past without potentially cheating or exploiting the game for my own gain. So I'm going to figure out what I can do to get past that point and then finish it. Yep, that's the one that you can't climb. Santa Maria del Fiore. Yeah, no, what I decided to do is, like I say, I hit a brick wall. And I couldn't progress forwards, so... in order for me to exploit the game, I want to do that in my own time. With multiple different save files, save paths, and ways of doing it to pick the best option for me. So it'll take me a day or two to figure that out. If I can even do it, that is. You know the question you hated the most in these games when you had to chase a guy with a timer? Oh, the couriers. No, can't. The whole parkour mechanics were always clunky. Fuck you. Yeah, I don't even think I can even climb this just yet, because you have to get climbing level 2, I believe. Unless I can climb it from here. Yeah, that's the thing though, is they're old games. Oh no, I can climb it from there. You know, they're old games. At this point, they're old games. Back then, these parkour mechanics were obviously amazing for what they were. Like, one was very clunky. This game then improves the speed at which you can climb, and the sort of detection on what you're trying to climb. Nothing.
Get down, strong. There. I want him caught now.
And that's the only reason why, after playing Odyssey and Origins, why the older games aren't great gameplay-wise. Because all it is just stand still, hold up, and Brotherhood breaks the game. Because as soon as you get into a counter move, you then just mash attack and you kill everyone in one fell swoop. But yeah, no, that's the thing though, like I say though, Daniel, I don't have anything against Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Origins. Like I say, gameplay-wise it's definitely better, parkour-wise it's definitely better. But I just don't care for story. I don't care about Bayek. I don't care about Alexios. Or Cassandra, I believe, who's the female character. Like, I don't care for them at all. I don't. I mean, that's also true. I don't really care for Connor. But, like, the only guys I really care about are... oh, God, this is gonna be a bitch. Like, the only guys I care for is obviously Ezio, because obviously you're with him for 3 sodding games. Oh, here goes. And then, fucking hell, Edward Kenway. The whole Avatar got better through free content and DLC. Yeah, but like I say, I may be a massive Assassin's Creed fan, but I just can't. Not for me personally. I will eventually play them.
You know what? I'm beginning.
It's also great that these guys... oh. Oh really? You want to play that game, do you? There we go. Now this is the guy, these are the guys that you steal from because 1 medicine. So like the first DLC of Odyssey, you have a child and the child is taken to Egypt by its grandfather, and then that child later has a child and the child is Aya, Bayek's girlfriend. Then why did we play as Bayek in... run away! Yeah, then why did we play as Bayek, not Aya?
Duccio, it's beautiful.
Nothing but the best for you, Amore.
But what of Claudia?
The scene also was good when it showed that all assassins as Templars will always happen, just under different organization names. Yeah, but do we really need to be told that? Like, this game very specifically at the beginning of the game tells you that, essentially. And obviously as you progress through every other game afterwards, it tells you that anyway. And I don't mean in terms of, this is a fight that will happen forever. I just mean in terms of, the Templars will always be the Templars, the Assassins will always be the Assassins. Whether they call themselves the cunts versus the dicks doesn't matter. It's still the same fight from whenever the hell it began to whenever, if ever, it finishes. Like, that will always be the same.
Broke her heart.
Ha! And now I'm going to break your face. You auditores all talk big, but when it comes time for action, ha!
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
I could have taught your sister a great many things. She's lucky to have had someone like me.
Oh, he's still alive, that's why. I was wondering why he was still talking. Oh, nice backhand.
Stay away from my sister.
Beat up episodes are now available. Nice. Run away. Last DC4 is also good. It's basically about how the Greek gods, or Isu, you meet Hades and Poseidon. It was a decent story. Well, like I say, obviously, I can't personally say anything about those DLCs themselves, but I'll get to them eventually. The problem is, I have to play fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey again.
That faithless husband of mine is cheating. I know it, as do all the neighbors. Please teach him a lesson
do.
for me.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have to. I would just have to buy the game on bloody console again, because I've still got my save file, and then play the DLC. That would be the only way around it. That would. But I don't know how often or how much the DLC will ever go on sale for on PS4. If it goes on sale for a decent price at one point, I can get it and then buy the game again and play them. But otherwise, if I had to replay it on PC, I don't know when I'd ever do that. Oh, sorry, woman. Sorry.
Donato, and she wins. I give up. That bitch. I mean, wonderful wife of mine. I'll go home.
Because the game is so big, if you go back to it now, there's missions where you go back to places and meet the people you originally encountered to tie up some things. Oh no, I already know that's in it, but the game broke on me and I couldn't do that anyway. Like, there was 3 people you're supposed to... Oh, there were 3 people you're supposed to talk to. Your old friend back in, the first island. He gives you some quests. The Greek philosopher whose name fucking escapes me, who drank hemlock, he gives you some quests. And I also think Alcibiades gives you some quests. But that's just base game, like, that never gave me them. It didn't. Whether or not it's timed to a certain point where they're only active till, which would be slightly annoying, but... yeah, whatever. They added more stuff, oh, okay. Well, like I say, I'll get to it eventually, I just don't know when. The first problem is playing the bloody Assassin's Creed games. Because obviously there's Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood Revelations 3, 4, Rogue, Unity, Syndicate, PSP, DS, that's 11. The 3 thingy ones, that's 14. So, you look forward to AC Ragnarok. I don't, if only because if it's going to be Assassin's Creed Odyssey, then I mean I'm probably still going to buy it because I mean I've sucked Assassin's Creed's cock for all these years, so whatever. But personally, I want the game to be more like this again. I want it to be more streamlined, focused. I want it to tell a story and have things within that you can do that are side quests and stuff that you expect, not a giant open world with nothing to do in it besides running from point A to point B because the game locks you off from going to where you actually want to go to explore because you're very underleveled. That I don't want. You remove the leveling aspect and you can fully explore to your heart's content, whatever. But I don't want a giant open map that you can't do anything with and you very specifically have to follow it around. Because... ah, crap. Because Origins did it decently, I suppose. It was still fairly empty in most places, which was slightly annoying. But... oh, and also the game being relatively short. That was the other thing. He was giving AC3 remastered with Odyssey. Do you mind? I'm trying to read here. Okay. He's recently remastered with Odyssey Gold Edition. Still haven't played it. Yeah, I'm still on the side of the fence. Excuse me. I'm still on the side of the fence that. I mean, obviously, I never played. Well, I mean, I beat. I played and beat Assassin's Creed 3, obviously. But I don't know why they'd remaster Assassin's Creed 3, personally. But I also understand why you don't remaster Assassin's Creed 4 because of the boating sections. As much as I like them, they are still annoying. Oh, you're a dick. Can you get on the... oh, okay. So from what you understand, the team who made Origins and its combat system, like the Sword and Shield, has been working on Ragnarok because the other team was working on Odyssey. That's nice, but like I say, I just don't want it to be an empty open world. You know? Like, after playing, after playing, Greedfall last year, Assassin's Creed has a long way to go for me, for any Assassin's Creed game to be better than that. Ragnarok will be weird because the Vikings were never a major civilization, so Norway will be empty, but you're guessing you'll go to France and England. That would make the most sense. I mean, at this point, them being historically accurate has obviously gone out the fucking window. Besides people, places, and names, obviously has nothing to do with history, which it doesn't need to be, it's just set in a historical setting. But, yeah. And the biggest problem is with the Vikings is they aren't exactly good guys, so I don't know why you would go with Vikings personally. Right, like, to make a video game based on, I don't see the Vikings ever being the good guys. Like, you can make Viking-esque video games, you know, like make something inspired by them and make them the good guys, but making Vikings themselves the good guys, why? They turned up wherever the hell they wanted, killed whatever they wanted, took hostage whatever they wanted, stole whatever they wanted, and left. That's all they did. So, not exactly the good guys. They need to back off on the Isu stuff. They're too fucking light. That's why, like I've already said, the Assassin's Creed stories died when Desmond died. Personally. Because, and I'm not talking about the historical setting. The historical settings will always be what they are. You know, like, that is what it is. But in terms of trying to connect things and make things like that, ever since Desmond died and they basically just introduced these whole god people, ancient civilization thing, that's basically when the games went in terms of that storyline, what they was trying to weave into this.
None of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
Like, I completely agree that they need to, personally, I would personally prefer if in Ragnarok they say fuck it, completely drop the modern day stuff, just give us the game that we already know and love. It's Templars versus Assassins, set in the Viking world, make a story set in that series, move on. The next game, if it's further down in the history line, you can have collectibles that refer back to Ragnarok and all the characters and situations that happen in it for any personal fans who want to read in depth. For me, that would fix everything. They need to drop this modern day shit now, because it's not going anywhere and it's not doing anything. It's not. I mean, it's going somewhere, but it's not going anywhere. It's sort of still branching out and asking more questions rather than answering some.
I'll be right back.
Oh, hey Horizon, how are you? So yeah, like I say, as much as I love this series, they really need to drop that. They do. Personally, I don't need it anymore. Like I say, after Desmond died, I lost it. Because obviously then it went into the first person bullshit. Because the end of the world happened and we sort of went, kinda didn't. Which was annoying.
So Ezio, what do you do?
Not good, phone didn't turn on. Did you charge it?
You're to be a banker.
For now.
But what, Daniel? But what?
Was it?
Oh.
Truth be told, it's been difficult for me to settle. Painting is nice, but I often feel like my work lacks, I don't know, purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo, I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna.
Thank you for your help, son. Don't let me keep you from your other duties.
It was nice to meet you, Ezio. I hope our paths cross again.
Anch'io.
Luckily for you, they do.
What are you doing out here, Petruccio? You should
Had to
be in
get it
bed.
charged, still not turning on. Your phone may be completely dead then.
If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes, I promise.
Also, Rip Kid. Be. The girl who's the Animus and Origins and Odyssey was in the DLCs and basically she was given the staff. Oh no, I know about that. Because you get given the staff at the end of doing the main game's secret stuff with Alexios, and I believe that's when it unlocks. You go there again and then you get given it anyway, so... You should use it to access Atlantis. Basically on the story short, she learns that the staff can corrupt and kill humans and she's human. So it ends... On her becoming corrupt and powerless, so you think they plan on still using her story? Why? Ah, it is. Yeah, like why? Genuinely why? And okay, then here's the next question. I probably already know the answer to it. But then, why didn't Alexios die? I already know the answer, but... Same reason why if Desmond holds an apple, he doesn't... Well, he can use it, I should say. Yeah, Alexios. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I already knew the answer, but...
I can outrun anyone.
Yeah.
I hear you the best.
But like I say, I just genuinely just... Like, here's the problem. Like... I'm not going to say that obviously I'm the best person to listen to when it comes to how to make video games or continue the Assassin's Creed series. Every fan has their own ideas and things, what they would do to change and improve the games as they are now. But like I say, personally, just drop the fucking modern day shit. We don't need it. It's a waste of time. Yeah, crap. It is. A massive waste of time. That's what the whole DLC was about. Give me a moment, you stupid cunt. You're basically chosen because you have the power of the Isu, but the thoughts and morals of a human. Could you please? Oh, I actually got that. So when does the whole family get strung up? Now. That's why I said rip kid. I accept your mother. Your mother's the only one who survives besides you. But then she becomes a mute, and that's why you find Petricio's... Well, you find feathers, because Petricio, or Patricio, whatever the fuck his name is, also you used to collect them. And then once you collect them all, she basically goes, "Thank you, Ezio." And that's it. That might be Brotherhood, though. I can't remember, but I'm fairly certain it's this game that you do it in. 99% certain. Did I have 100% these games for full sync? Yes, once, years ago. Obviously, I'll never do them ever again. Fuck that. Like, I never did it in the first game because no achievements or well, I mean, there was achievements, but I don't think there was ever trophies, so I never did them. And then pretty much everything from this game forwards, I did them in. I think the only games that I know I platinumed Revelations, and the only reason why that was hard was because it had fucking online trophies. But that's the only other thing that I will admit, I do miss the online multiplayer that the Assassin's Creed games had. Like, they were weirdly addictive and very fun for me. Hey, cock. They were. So personally, I wish they'd bring it back. But I know they never will.
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here. Don't worry, boy. We're not contagious.
She is.
At least I'm not.
Yeah, like I said, I really wish they'd bring that back. It was simple, but addictive. Yeah, cock.
My fault. Please accept my
Over here.
I have a delivery from...
Giovanni Auditore?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No. Why would I be followed?
Give me the baggage. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait! Come back! Explain yourself!
I'll fly to the exact destination I need you to go to, Pigeon. Oh. So what have you been playing as of late then, Daniel? Anything interesting or nothing at all?
Father? Federico!
Serezio! Thank God.
What happened? Where is everyone?
They took your father and brothers to the Palazzo della Signoria. To prison.
My mother. My sister.
Ezio.
Claudia.
Some monster to talk
you
over.
alright?
Cod.
Yes, but mother...
You just went. You just went. I mean, I guess you really started off with the second worst game to the third worst game to the.
Is there some place you can take them?
Yes, yes, to my sisters.
Good. Do that. In the meantime, I'll go see my father.
Be careful, Messer Ezio. The guards were looking for you as well.
I'll be fine. There's an Aria event on Monster Hunter, which is decent. Talking to the wrong guy about that. Listen, if Darkshadow was here, listen, he'd suck your dick all day on that, but... Just give me Dante's Overcoat and Rebellion. And maybe Ebony and Ivory. Then we'll talk. But Resident Evil, yeah. Unless you added in Ezio Auditore da Firenze. And I'm only saying that because the guy who voice acts Ezio is also the same guy who is Chris Redfield. Oh crap, I'm here, I've got to go all the way around. There was an AC event ages ago. Well, fuck me, right? Fuck it, I'll climb it your way then.
Ezio. Father. What's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm alright. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Annetta took them.
Yes. Wait. You knew this would happen?
Not the way it did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
What do you mean? Explain.
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfalonieri, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the pigeon. It said go, Ezio.
Go now.
And yet we're only going to betray him anyway. I mean, we aren't, but... Really?
Father said there was a door here.
I wonder where it could be. Also, if you noticed, he has white hair.
Did you bring this to Messer Roberto?
Traditore!
Hey, what's with the swords? You're supposed to arrest me.
No.
What do you want then?
For you to die.
Well, that's not going to happen. So why don't we explore other options?
This game's not going to be hard at all. If there's a difficulty setting, I would put it on the one-hit KO mode. Actually, I wouldn't, but... Shout out to the guy who chose red and white, great combo. I mean, black and white looks great, but if you want to be sort of sleek and stylish, then you... Hello. Yeah, the black and red option in Brotherhood. Oh yeah, no, it looks good. But in terms of being more sleek and stylish, red and white looks better.
Ezio Auditore? What are you doing here at this hour?
Why do you live in a 1x1 space room?
I don't...
Wait, child. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts.
My father and brothers have been imprisoned. I was told to bring you this.
I see now. It's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything.
It's,
How?
The documents you've given
Rodrigo Borgia, I believe.
evidence of a conspiracy.
The Pope.
Against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing.
Well, not the Pope yet, but...
And they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
And by fine, I mean I'll string them up. Did you hear the Pop has taken ill as the coronavirus sweeps? Oh, the Pope. I read that as the Pop. What are you fucking talking about? Yeah, no, I don't care about the Pope. Jesus will protect him if need be. Jesus will protect him. which basically means don't ever leave the house. Let this whole thing blow over. So all of a sudden now my way of living almost seems like I've been trained for this moment. But in all honesty, yeah, if I get it, I'll probably die anyway, because obviously I'm screwed. Especially having lung surgery, I'm probably screwed. So if I get it, it's GG from me, but whatever. It'll be nice knowing you.
Giovanni Auditore, you and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents that were delivered to you last night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents. He's
That's a few miles from you. The guy has it. Yeah, no, a town probably 10 miles from me, I think, ish. Someone has it. So, you know, it's closing in. It was in China, now it's 10 miles from me. 3 miles from you, so.
You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will!
Father! There! Grab the boy! He's one of them! I'll kill you for what you've done! Guards! Arrest him!
Oh, it's the big fat guy. Too bad he knocks my sword out of my hand. Yep.
How about that? Better run, boy. Fast.
Running around at the speed of sound. No places to go down, just follow my rainbow. I'm Sonic. I can run at the speed of light, sound, whatever. I'm the fast man alive. Now they'll never know I'm here. 'Cause they're all idiots. And that's the end of Act 1. In an hour and 12 minutes. This is what you liked about these games, the whole about Assassins and Justice really came into play. And that's why, like I say, don't get me wrong. Obviously there's nothing wrong with the newer games, they are what they are. But that's why when I say I prefer the older Assassin's Creed games, I mean these ones particularly. Mostly just Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood Revelations. As much as I like... I mean, I'm like the only person who enjoys 1, as repetitive as it is. But to me, story-wise, they haven't gotten better than this, personally. They have not gotten better than this. And I'm just talking about Assassin's Creed 2 in general. Like, Brotherhood and Revelations, for as good as they are, making the story, well, continuing the stories and making them bigger and better, in some ways, 2's sort of basic story-wise, where it's is what it is, I like this. I know people do prefer Brotherhood, and I just prefer Revelations, if only because it just finishes the story. So, it was by far the best story. The addition of Dual Blades was brilliant. Yeah, but the problem is, in that game, besides her eyes... Oh, and this... Oh god, I forgot about this. It's a me, Mario! For your Uncle Mario, who turns up in a moment. But yeah, no, like I say, the problem is with that is they're nice, because you can dual assassinate and whatever, and they very specifically put in a lot of locations for you to be able to dual assassinate. But with the addition of being able to combo your moves, so as soon as you counteract one person, you just mash the attack button, combat in that game just becomes trivial. That's my only problem with the later games. Like this, yeah, it's still easy, you just stand still and counter, same thing with the first game. But then from Brotherhood, they really trivialized how the combat worked. That's why I like the combat in Odyssey and Origins. You got Unity for free on Uplay, you might have to play that at some point again. And yeah, Unity is not a bad game. Okay, yes, it released terribly. It was buggy, it was broken. But it's another Assassin's Creed game, so if you like Assassin's Creed, it's great. It has the co-op element, which I never played, but it's alright from what I've seen. But yeah. Unity's not a bad game, it's just came out poorly. And that was probably the kick in the behind that Ubisoft needed to at least, for some reason, then at least make games release not completely broken and only partly broken, if any, if at all, I should say.
I understand your desire for vengeance.
Not the Assassin's Creed in Unity, the Assassin's Creed in Unity, because it felt like a creed. The whole underground secret label of the assassins was nice. Eh.
I'm not. I'm going to teach you how.
Like I say, I have nothing wrong with Unity. Like, my only actual complaint out of the entirety of Assassin's Creed Unity is the fact that you're in France, speaking French, but you hire English voice actors. And I'm not talking about English in terms of people who speak English. I mean people from England who have that traditional English accent behind them. And it just makes me immediately go, well, I'm not in France. I'm not in France. You know, like, that was my only problem with Unity, because like here we're in Italy, they at least attempt to try and have people use Italian accents. You know, it makes sense. But yeah, in Unity they kind of just dropped that. They did. But otherwise, yeah, pretty good. Hire me. What for? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know how to make a good game. I just know what makes good games become boring. Because obviously having played so many of them, in so many of the similar genres, you find out why one game succeeds over others. Like, I understand why Witcher 3 is a game that people enjoy, but I don't understand gameplay-wise, because it's just another generic RPG. Story-wise, I understand, but gameplay-wise, it's just another RPG. It is. That's where I drift off and go, eh. Like the characters, like the story, I like the decisions. Some of the quests are pretty damn good. Callbacks to the other two games and maybe the books and stuff. Fantastic. It does what it needs to do story-wise, but gameplay-wise, it doesn't do anything. In fact, it's very limited for what it does, but it does what it does best, and it does it well enough. It does. And with the addition of 2 DLCs that feel like you're getting your money's worth at full price, again, that's more just down to them being more AA than being under someone like Ubisoft, and them saying, oh yeah, let's release subpar DLC that's like £50. Voice work. I can't do voices. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really don't know what has to go through your mind when you have Assassin's Creed 2 where you're in Italy and people have Italian accents, to then you play Unity where people are French and you have English accents. That's hiring me to voice a Frenchman. I don't want to speak like a frog. I don't.
Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
Somebody stop him!
And by the way, I didn't steal your money, I just groped you a little. It's not rape because it's 1473 or whatever.
Pay attention. You must leave once you've picked
Yeah, but they don't want me to leave. They're all looking at me. Ooh. You just watched the Unity cinematic and it was pretty good. They don't make cinematics like that anymore. The Revelation cinematic was by far the best. Oh yeah, no. I love that cinematic. I do. I cannot tell you how many times I watched that cinematic before and after that game released. I fell in love with it. I did. You don't get quicker than that to counteract. Left trigger, right trigger. There we go. Yeah, left trigger, right trigger, and X. You really don't get better than that. Oh, well, I say that and I'm not even looking at this.
You can go now, girls.
No,
you have to.
told you.
So innocent. He's cute. Now that you have learned
I never
how
get
to
told
approach
that.
the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and bracer.
Excuse, can you? Thank you.
By using
Oh,
the same
woman! Hello! Oops.
It's not exactly in working condition.
You think Black Flag would be nice to play again at some point? You didn't like it, but maybe your mind will change. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I really liked the pirate side of that game. And totally not after, because I found out the guy who voices Edward Kenway, the character you play as, is also Constantine in the TV show and DC animated movies. Well, yeah, animated anime and well, cartoons and stuff. So after I found that out, I fell in love with the character even more. But even before then, I still really liked the character, and obviously I like Blackbeard and the lady who's actually a dude, but is actually a lady. You know, I like that game, but you have to remember that the game also has fuck you. The game also has stealth pirate ship sections. It's as annoying as it sounds, and it's not fun. Become Anonymous, but my name's not Anonymous, it's Ezio.
Oh, Ezio Auditore! I didn't expect to see you again. What with all that's happened? Ah, where are my manners? Welcome back. Now, how can I be of service?
Chop my finger off.
Repair something of mine.
Of course. Come, this way. Che pasticcio. Tu santo giorno che cerco. Let me clear space. All right, let's see it. Fascinating. I don't know, Ezio. Despite its age, the construction is rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid...
Yeah, I've never seen quite anything quite like it. Oh, let me just quickly make this helicopter.
Wait.
What are you doing?
The contents of this page are encrypted, but if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well...
It may very well what?
Please, sit.
Leonardo, eh?
Shh. Remarkable. If we transpose the letters and then select every third... There, it's finished.
Then again, the Buzzword cinematic is solid.
What's
Oh yeah, no, that's still cinematic.
I managed to
But
decode that
yeah, no, Revelations, you're never
show
beating
you
it.
exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
Really?
Because you get married to the Creed.
This is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
But thankfully he's smart enough to basically say, hang on a minute, why don't we move the finger out of the way and then it?
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
And now comes the most broken section of this game.
Incredible. Yes, it is. Tell me, do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry, only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
Because now the big guys who you saw in the golden armor with the giant axes just equip the hidden blade, counter, one single move, you win. Like I say, it's the only problem with these earlier games.
See, how may I be of service?
I need you to answer some questions.
Certainly.
And this. How about this?
What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to have seen you consorting with an enemy of the city.
Oh, that's the guy from Skyrim.
Preposterous.
The guy who's got his mouth wrapped around when you're in the beginning of the game.
Who?
Non fare il finto tonto.
I hate that I always recognize fucking voice actors.
Perhaps this will help to clear your head.
And this.
Ready to talk? What about now?
Oh. Oh no, I'm dead.
Grazie, Ezio. Sorry about that.
Also, nice leg.
I've grown accustomed to their abuse.
What of the body?
Just,
Bring it inside
woe is
with
me.
the others.
Others?
The city gives them to me for research.
Take this, and that, and one of these. Carry the corpse. That's what I tried doing. I did press B. Don't mind me, ladies and gents. Leonardo's only going to fuck. I mean, look at how a body works when it's dead.
See? Like it never happened.
Thank you, Leonardo. For everything.
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange pages, bring them to me. Should they contain new designs, I will upgrade your blade as well.
Of course. Now, I really should be getting back to Paola.
Porgile i miei omaggi.
Unbelievable prices I have.
Ooh, leather spolders for 2,300. I gain 1 health and 3 resistance.
Another dime then.
I don't need health. And spolders. Where am I going? I'm going all the way over here. Hello. That's the timing. I'm glad he kept his eye on the blade.
I see him. There. I swear. I'm not doing anything.
Fuck you, game. Could you get out of the goddamn animation? Oh no, I know what I can do. I forgot. You saw nothing. Oh, I also forgot there's a wanted system in this game. Ugh, I forgot about that. Excuse me. Fuck you, you can climb that. Oh. I remember having the soundtrack to this game. I don't know what the fuck it is though. Because I remember having it on my phone and listening to it 24/7. Whenever I was at school and I could listen to music, it was always this soundtrack. Do not ask me why.
You were gone for quite a while.
Because I think at this point I was listening to Green Day as well. But for whatever reason I just had this soundtrack on my phone.
I've given you the skills.
Don't shink it then.
Leonardo's given you the
Don't be
brains.
Wolverine.
All that remains is the deed.
Oh.
Where can I find Uberto?
According to my girls, he'll be attending an unveiling tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be held at the Santa Croce cloister.
Watch over my mother and sister while I'm away.
Of course, Ezio. As if they were my own.
Yeah, until I stab the guy and then basically go, "It was me, Ezio Auditore da Firenze, don't fuck with me." Because he's an idiot. Then we have to leave town, and that's when It's me, Mario turns up. I'm fairly certain it's this game that you leave in. Might be Brotherhood. Oh no, more guys. Oh, well, he's off. You will not escape my wrath. And I know it's pronounced wrath, but fuck you. Hey, how you doing? You want my number? Oh wait, we don't have phones yet. I'll give you my pigeon. Not a euphemism either, I have a giant cock.
Again with this, you have overstepped your bounds, Berto.
And this is specifically where the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood cinematic trailer takes place.
Principe of Firenze. I've done no such thing. Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient. At least now we see how far your reach extends, which is to say, nowhere at all. It has proved a valuable lesson for me and my allies. Yes. Your allies, the Pazzi. Is that what this is about? Be careful with your words, Lorenzo. You might attract the wrong sort of attention.
Follow Roberto without being detected. Also, collectible just over there. Oh, for fuck's sake, I know. You know how I've always mentioned I'm an idiot? So, because I read comic books, and a comic has come today that I very already know exists, I've been told about 6 times today that my comics arrived, and each time I've always said, yes, I know. At what point do you think they'll understand? Do you think the 10th time they ask, or never? Well, when I go downstairs, I'm going to very specifically sit in front of them and read it. Then they'll see if they'll ask if I know it exists. Maybe we have to blend in with the crowds. No. Excuse me.
Good evening, Gonfaloniere. To you as well. I trust you're enjoying yourselves. Indeed. You!
Well, that didn't work. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Roberto gives love.
You would have done the same. To save the ones you love. Yes.
My comic has arrived. Oh, has it? I didn't know.
The Auditori are not dead!
Told you.
I'm still here! Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
Now we've got to escape. Or as the kids say, escape from Dodge. Or as the mean kids say, escape from Doge. It's great how I've now hidden here and everyone just gives up. I am the law. Oh, a conspiracy? Oh, I don't have that chest. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm going to kill you and steal that chest. If you don't mind. Nope. You will not get out of here with your life. Can I please? Thank you. These are the ones worth getting. Some loon dived into some hay. Oh well, can't find them now. Yeah, I know. Like, they have the vision of about 2 feet. So realistically, you're chasing after a man who's hooded, wearing white and red, and has a cape. You're not missing this guy, ever, especially when he's running in a straight line. Then when he dives into a bale of hay just going, he basically does the same thing as this. If I can't see them, they can't see me. That's basically what they do. They're really shit assassins, followed by really shit Templars. Like, you run round a corner, sit on a bench. Hooded man, you know exactly what you look like. They run round the same corner, you're sitting on a bench, 2 people beside you, and they just go, nope, lost him. No idea where he's gone. Could you please? Thank you. You know, like, fucking idiots. There you are. Red Team Biscuits are calling you. Expand your horizons, man. Ah, treasury maps. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot it does that. Now, you can quite well imagine me 100%ing this game, because I actually did all of this. I did. Sounds posh. What? Tea and rich tea biscuits. Well, cookies, sorry. I can do this, I promise. Yes, some tea biscuits. Yep. Genuinely, if you're a fan of cookies or basic cookies that I really don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm genuinely not trying to be a dick and just say biscuits are biscuits, they're not crumpets, sort of thing. I'm trying to actually describe it to what you might think they are. But I don't know what they are. Basically, think of just some dough circle that's been baked. That's basically all it is. That's all it is. They're very thin, so when you dunk it into a cup of tea, which is what you're supposed to do, obviously the tea soaks into the biscuit quite quickly and quite nicely, and that's why it's called rich tea. I mean, that's probably not why it's called rich tea, but it's up there somewhere. But if you're a fan of coffee, like Blazer, if you have a generic tasting coffee, no, never mind, you won't even be able to get them anyway. If you can find something in in America called a Penguin bar, or
There's one of the symbols.
well, it has a different name in Australia. I forgot what it's called, but if you can find like a Penguin bar, which is basically a biscuit base, chocolate, sort of biscuit, and then covered in chocolate, what you do is you nibble off each end, dunk it into coffee, suck through it as a straw very quickly, and then before it all disintegrates and melts into the coffee, you throw it in, and oh, it's amazing.
Wait, that's not possible. This can't be.
It's amazing.
Hold on. That's computer code. Let me compile it. Oh shit, it's an encrypted file.
Upload it to my computer. I'm a master at decryption.
I can't. It's only compatible with the Animus itself.
Upload it to Desmond then. I believe this.
Nibbling tips with Midget. Yep.
Hello, this is... they call me Subject 16. Listen, I don't have much time. There's something I have to show you. We have been lied to this whole time. Everything we know, everything we've been brought up to believe, it's wrong. Okay, I've uploaded the evidence, the file that proves it all, but I've split it into 20 pieces and locked each with a code. Can't be too careful. Queen Isabella. No, not her. What century is it? Never mind. I've hidden the code to the first file inside this program. Find it. Find them all.
Okay, Mr. Enigma, calm down.
Begin to see the truth.
Oh, the truth. Nice.
What the heck? How did this get inside our Animus?
Oh, the memory core. We transferred 16's memory data from Abstergo into the Animus 2.0.
Yes, because his brain is now melted into the Animus.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. The signs on the walls in Abstergo, the ones written in blood, those were clues. He was telling us to look for them inside the Animus.
In the beginning, there was 5. 5 of these mythic scenes share a core similarity. Pick them out and you'll begin to see. They've all got tits. I'm not wrong. They've all got tits. Apple. I don't know which button is to zoom. Hidden penis. Woman pointing and laughing. She's pregnant. Hang on a minute. She's gonna get laid. Two, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, that's them. That's what they are. Yeah, that's them. And they also come with really shitty jokes on the back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Never mind. They do. They also come with really shitty jokes at the back. Yes, really.
festa di Firenze.
Where will you go?
Remember when it was just Adam and Eve and the apple? Good times, yeah.
You're still a wanted man, Ezio.
What would you have me do then?
I've seen posters all across the district.
Oh yeah. Why are penguins so good on the internet? Because they have web feet.
The Herald's also inside the public. Right.
Yes, they are my caliber of jokes. Really shitty puns is basically what they are.
Bear false witness against you. They traded dignity for coin.
What would you call a penguin with no eye?
Do
Pengun.
things, and you should be free to leave.
Why did the two penguins jump when they first met? They were trying to break the ice. I love them. Why are penguins good racing car drivers? Because they are always in pole position. I love them. I love them.
This will help you know if you should
Instant
rush
regret.
or not.
I don't.
You'll also know if the notoriety level is part of Ezio's memory or not.
I love them. I really do.
I'm a silly thing. I mean no harm.
Stop hurting you? Never. God damn it, can we just climb, please?
Please don't. I'm sorry. I'll go.
I don't want to end like this.
Would they not that be a
That you. La nazione, too hot for me. None of my affairs.
You didn't see anything. Oh my god.
Forza now! You tire of it.
Yeah, I know there's one joke that I really like. But I won't find it. I want you to buy these chocolate bars and I want you to eat them. Because not only are they delicious, but the jokes are great.
Bentornato, Ezio. Were you successful?
Yes. Padre?
Ezio, where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will
I
never
forgot
sort
it's
things
this
out.
one.
Where is
Why
Father?
can't penguins fly?
Rico.
Because they are chocolate biscuits. I fucking love them.
What do you mean? No, it's impossible.
Claudia,
No, 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 no.
did everything I could, Piccina.
I love them. I can guarantee you Daniel is right now just sitting there, just either smirking or frowning whilst just going.
But to do that, I need you to stay focused.
Worst product ever. Best product ever.
Good. Will you watch over Mother for me? Then we are ready. Thank you again for everything.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I suspect the road ahead is yet long.
I love them.
Let's go. You have no reason to be here. Go.
Find thy wounds, noble Signor. Letterman.
You love them because it hurts you. No, I love them because they taste great and because the jokes are stupid. That's why I love them.
You've no business here. You're not allowed through. Go.
Cowboys, come. Spend an hour you'll never forget.
How could this have happened to us?
I don't know.
Also, I'm just going to bring along those two Putons de Merde
I don't know.
with us. Are we there yet?
All right,
What will
this way.
happen to our house?
I don't know.
Were they given a proper burial?
Nope.
Yes, they were.
And now it's time for It's-a me, Mario.
We should be close.
Grazie Dio.
On me.
Oh no, it's the Patsy.
How could you leave Firenze without saying a proper goodbye?
Ezio!
What do you want, Fieri? So many things.
Your sister.
A larger palazzo, 2 new steeds, a prettier bride. Oh, and yes, your life.
You ain't having it.
For the loss of your father and brothers. What will happen now?
Heap. How dare you? Oh god. Oh god. Can I really not? Nope. I can't kill him. I'm not allowed to. Nice. Fuck you, game. I'll play it your way for once.
What will happen now that there's no one left to help you? I have such wonderful things in store for your mother and sister. I grow tired of this game. Finish him, and do not spare the women. What sorcery is this?
Not sorcery, boy. Skill.
Show yourself!
As you wish. Here, use this.
Kill them! Kill them all!
See ya. Okay, could you actually please stab someone? That'd be useful. Yuri Lowenthal being Yuri Lowenthal again. Yep. What is voice acting, by the way?
You have my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario.
Uncle Mario.
Thank you for referencing our Italian plumber friend.
I heard what happened in Firenze. Terrible. Come, let's get you all away from here.
Oh boy, yep. Next thing you know, he's going to be jumping out of fucking pipes, throwing fire out of his hands, eating mushrooms. I mean, that'll explain a lot of it, but...
So, tell me everything.
They executed father for treason.
Nintendo wants my location. Hey man, don't look at me.
They came for me.
I didn't come up with the idea, okay?
I have no answers, Uncle. Only a list of names taken from a man who wished me dead. Still can't believe they are gone.
Don't worry. We will make sense of this.
I wish I shared your optimism.
And you need to pay money to renovate this place.
You will find much to like in Monteriggioni.
Which then by the end of the game, if you actually do it, you get a stupid amount of money.
For now. Next
So
year,
buying
spring,
items becomes
year after its enemy again, and on
not a
and
problem.
on. I cannot keep track, so I have stopped trying. These are honest, hard-working people. Our shops may only carry simple goods, but they're well made and dependable. There is a chapel here too. The prêtre seems a nice fellow.
Okay.
But I have
Just because
never
I've got a
been
sword out. No, 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 no.
Did you know the Villa Aldemar is almost 200 years old? It was built by my
Oh, okay.
great-grandfather, a strange man who carried all kinds of secrets. Keep your eyes open, and you might discover a few of them
It's
yourself.
not that funny.
With all the fighting that's been going
It's
on,
not that funny.
this place has started to get a bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, I know the eye icon's all the way
I
up
wish I
fucking
could do
there.
something about it.
There, sorry.
Have the time or money to fix things up? Yes, that's life.
But no, like I said, it's because I had my sword out. It is.
So, what do you think?
It's most impressive, Uncle.
She's seen better days, I suppose. Believe me, I'd have her shining again if only I had the time.
Well, luckily for us, Cesare Borgia gets to blow this up in the next game.
My men in the market are expecting you. Return here when you're finished, and we'll begin.
Begin? Begin what?
I thought you'd come here to train.
No, Uncle. I came here to escape Firenze.
What
I
about
intend
your
to take my family further still. What work? My father was a banker.
Wait, he did not tell you?
He was an
I have
assassin.
no idea what you're talking about.
Ma che me convieni, Giovanni? Where to even begin? Go and fetch the gear in the market. Give me time to think. But that's that. We'll talk more later. Some spending badly should you need it. And if you find yourself in need of rest, I've prepared a room for you on the top floor of the villa.
I'll do this.
A vast web of connections and interconnections, all ruled by chance. Or is it?
"64 squares unlock the file." Oh, it's these things. I fucking hate these. I mean, they start off pretty easy. And when I mean pretty easy, I mean only easy. Oh, Queen Elizabeth I of England. She had a piece of Eden? Oh, and the tiny man that was known as Napoleon Bonaparte. who had his hands in his trousers to hold up, who had his hands in his thingies to massage his gut. I believe. And Leigh George, Leigh Washington. I think. I'm probably wrong about this one. Where does that even go? That goes there. Oh, it is George Washington. I know history. Too bad it was never her story. Oh! Door. I love that. Jump. Door. Oh yeah, and these things are strewn about this place. Which go over there. I know where some of them are. I know one of them's over there somewhere. I think one's right at the back somewhere. Yes, Spy Blazer, what do you want? Do I know anything about history? Probably not.
Bring your sick. I'll be close by should you return. Rest and you should be well recovered, friend.
There's a feather. Told you there was one over here. I know there's one in a dead end alley looking place. But I sort of don't remember where the rest of them are. And that's DLC, I believe, that door right there. Because they go into these. And I know they give you quite a bit of loot out of them as well. Like I said, I do not remember where they are. So I don't think the game points them out on a map. If need be, I'll look up a guide for them tomorrow and get them. Because the first shop I will buy is the Yeah, there's the one on the building that I knew of. I mean, I didn't mention it, but... Oh, then that's the one that I was talking about. The one all the way over here. Even though I said some dead-end alley, but... this is what I meant. This background music strangely relaxes you. Good music. Yes, actually, a few of those I'll look up a guide for them tomorrow. Yes, it's technically cheating, but yeah, I've already beaten this game who knows how many times. Ah, convenient. See, 2,000 florins. It's a lot of money for doing absolutely nothing. So
Don't worry. We're only staying here.
I don't think there's one in your bedroom, so I'm fine up there.
I know.
Yeah, so actually the first place I'll get is the art place. Because then I can buy the treasure maps, get all the treasure here, and that basically pays for itself. Oh, and also if you find all the codex, you get the secret room, which you then go down to in Brotherhood when you find the medallions.
Now, let's teach you how to fight.
No. As I said, we are leaving.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri. You won't survive a week on the road. If you want to leave, so be it. But at least do so armed with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself. If not for me, for your mother and sister.
Fine.
Ottimo.
I already know how to fight.
You can swing a sword, to be sure, but offense alone will not carry a battle. You will survive long enough to strike. I will teach you how to dodge.
You said my father was more than just a banker.
No use dancing around it, I suppose. Your father was an assassin.
I told you before. My father was a paper pusher.
Benny, I've taught you how to avoid your enemy's attacks. Now you'll learn how to turn them to your advantage.
All this talk of assassins and Templars, it reeks of fantasy.
Like something from an old parchment covered in arcane writing, perhaps?
How did you know?
You have your father's blade. I think you have the Codex page he's holding as well.
Oh, su. Non ce la fai a colpirmi, eh?
No.
You're making fine progress, Ezio. Today I'm going to teach you how to position yourself in battle. Where you stand and how you move can make all the difference. Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library. I trust you believe me now?
Yes. My father was an assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
All I need to do is just jump on his head.
Well done, Nipote. You've really come into your own.
Thank you, Uncle.
By basically mashing the attack button.
Your family. Such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain. 3 days.
But Nipote, I have given you these skills that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage? Fine. Come vuoi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To be expected, I suppose, given his heritage.
Thank you, random man. Appreciate it. I will now go talk to my uncle. He gets pissed at me for not doing something that should be done, and it takes random NPC to basically say, dude, listen.
Uncle!
Stop being a dick.
Where is everyone? They ride for San Gimignano to slay that snake, Vieri. I wish to join them. You'll find what you need at the stables.
Before leaving, go check on Maria. You gotta see her.
Ezio, look at her. I still can't get her to talk. She spends all day and night in front of those feathers Petruchio used to collect. She can't let them go. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. She'll come back to
Yeah,
us.
once I collect another poop-ridden feathers. That's one. That's all you're getting. So what is there to do here? Absolutely fuck all. Noted. Horse. She's gonna kill about 40 pigeons. She won't know. Yeah, no, 40. 1. 2 at best. You don't need to kill 40 to get 100 feathers. To Tuscany. Or Tusani. Yeah, no, just kill a fucking chicken. She won't know. She won't. It'll look the bloody same by the time you've plucked all the feathers from it. What's she gonna do? Go, this isn't bird shit, this is chicken shit. How dare you? She's not gonna fucking know. Now I could go in there to get the viewpoint, but fuck it, I'll do it when I get in there.
Ezio, what are you doing here?
Taking responsibility. Vieri troubles you because of me.
Vieri troubles us because he's a Templar, and we are assassins.
Either way, I wish to help.
Va bene. Then listen close. First, we must find a way inside the city, though it seems Vieri expects us. He has sealed the gates and sent his men to guard them. Fortunately for us, the city is larger than its host. The southern gate suffers from it, so this is where we'll strike. Pronti?
Next thing you know, it just says Luigi, Toad, Princess Peach.
Alright, Ezio. Here's how it is going to work. My men and I will distract the guards. Once we have engaged them, get yourself over the wall and Find a way to open the gate. Take these throwing knives. Use them to dispatch the archers.
I'm ready when you are.
Then let us begin. Al attacco!
Wow. I throw a knife at an archer and he immediately does a 180 and tells me to die. This game's great. You tell me I'm really... Here we go. No, get out, stupid idiot. There we go.
Well done, Ezio. We're in.
I can see that.
This way, men.
It's also nice that these two women do not give a shit.
Keep them from raising the alarm. Hopefully it will buy me enough time to find and silence Vieri.
Va bene.
Wait, Nipote. Take a few of my men with you, just to be safe. Come
So,
join me
piss
once
off.
they're dealt with.
Excuse me. Oh, sir. Hello. Okay. Idiot. Oh, speedrun tactics. Get hit mid-animation.
He's on me. Hey, careful. I don't mind.
No, no. Bollocks. Oh, you can climb that, bitch. No, come on, Ezio, there we go.
Ezio, your uncle's under attack and needs help. Go to him.
Hello. Never mind.
Ah, Nipote, there you are. It seems my plan is something of a snap. Here's the Snake Hammer. Now we've got our hands full. My brothers and I will deal with these guards. I want you to go on ahead and root out that snake. See that just...
You want me to do what? Oh, fuck you. That is not what I wanted to do. Sadly, they spawn infinitely. Oh, there are more viewpoints than just the one. Oh, thing, found it. Also found a feather.
Power doesn't die. It's passed on.
Oh, it's Fuck, that guy who was in a wheelchair in World War II. Forgot his fucking name. They found it. It's that. I want to say Franklin D. Roosevelt, but I'm going to be wrong about that. Oh, Houdini! Is it his penis? No, because it's right there. Gandhi! Where's Gandhi's back foot? Oh, there it is. No, don't you bastard. Screw you. Oh, a codex page. I'll be taking that. Hello. I forgot you could do that. I also forgot he winds up. Oh, what, Smith, what do you have? Oh yeah, I forgot you can repair stuff in this. Ah, the Venetian falchion. Do I really need swords and stuff? Because if all I'm doing is using the hidden blade to annihilate people. And like I say, I don't want to buy anything like that just yet because I don't need them.
It's settled. Pieri, you will remain here to coordinate the mercenary. Francesco will organize our forces in the city and send word when it's time to strike. Jacopo, your job is to calm the citizens once the deed is done.
What of that Ubriacone Mario? He continues to harass my forces, and I fear he'll discover what we intend.
He's always been trouble. Just like that bastardo brother of his.
Then let me reunite them, father.
There will be plenty of time to clean up the rifiuti when we're finished. Now, is there anything else? Muy bien. May the Father of Understanding guide you.
May the Father of Understanding guide you.
Comandante! Comandante!
What?
Mario Auditore has invaded the city. He comes for you.
Then let's not keep him waiting.
Until I put a blade in his gut.
There he is, caught on the Bible.
Who's going to take the plunge? Crap. 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 Hello. I win. And that's why this game doesn't get hard, because the people you're supposed to fight before you assassinate them.
My father discovered.
Just do that.
This why he was killed. I'm sorry. Were you hoping for a confession? Pezzo di merda! Vorrei solo che avessi sofferto di più! Hai avuto la fine che meritavi! Spero che
Enough, Ezio! Show some respect.
Respect? After all that's happened, do you think he would have shown either of us such kindness?
You are not Fieri. Do not become him. Che la morte ti dia le pace che cercavi. Requiesca in pace. Take this. Read it when you have the time. Our work here is finished. Let us return to the villa.
Done. What goes around comes around. Oh, knife belt. Oh yeah, because I threw knives, didn't I? Forgot about that. What nice tats.
Our campione Ezio.
Oh, hey, Ezio! I see you wasted no time starting the celebration.
And why not? You've done us a great service, Nipote. With Vieri dead, La Toscana will grow quiet once more. Do you know what that means?
Basta lavorare. Si passa tutto il giorno a bere. E a puttane.
What? It's true. Come, Ezio, walk with me.
Yes, uncle.
I know I've got another one.
To another Spaniard.
He is Rodrigo Borgia, one of the most powerful men in all of Europe, and leader of the Templar Order.
Yep, until he paid his way into becoming the Pope.
Which makes him responsible for the murder of my father and brothers.
Yes, and he will kill you too, given the chance.
Then I must stand against him if I wish to be free. But not until every other Templar has fallen to my blade. Father's list will guide me.
Where will you go next?
Firenze. Francesco de Pazzi will share the fate of his son.
A sensible next step. No doubt he intends evil for the city. All right, that's enough grim talk for one night. I'll be in my study if you need me.
I shall read the letter my uncle gave me.
Nope.
Look familiar?
The codex pages.
Yes. Your father managed to find and translate a few before he...
Here.
This is not your father's work. Someone else has translated it.
Leonardo da Vinci, a friend.
Do you see the way the words cross from one page to the next?
There is something underneath it all. Kind of map. Where is it supposed to lead?
Your father and I managed to make out bits of a prophecy scrawled across these pages. It was written by an assassin like us, who long ago held a piece of Eden. His name was Altair.
Altair Ibn Lahad.
Powerful.
Not who?
What is it?
What indeed? Solving that little mystery is exactly why we collected these pages.
Then let me help. Each time I take on my father's work. All of it. Start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo will decode it for us.
Ben, return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
I just want to build this villa up. Please. You gonna climb that or? God damn it. Forgot there's one all the way out there. I hate this game. Three inside the city and one has to be all the way out there. Why? And also, it's pretty convenient that Altair managed to either get people to send them out and hide them in these very specific locations in Italy to be found now, or traveled here and then went, I'll leave these here just in case. Oh, there's another one. Diana or Troy? Oh, decoding 4 philosophical pages will increase your health. I actually didn't know that. But surprisingly, I actually didn't know that. Not that it matters, but get off the goddamn horse. I can't even climb this, can I? No, I've got to go all the way around. Ow. Oh, you can go inside. Can you not? Okay, you can't go inside in this game. Nice. There we go, she's now a banker.
Salute, Claudia.
Our uncle is un mostro. This is outrageous.
What's happened?
He's making me work. If father was here, I'd never be stuck behind a desk like this.
And what are the terms of this supposed enslavement?
Since someone decided we're going to stay here, Zio Mario suggested we try and find the money to repair the villa. Problem is, there isn't any.
I bet I can bring in some money.
Oh, great. More work for me. Well, benissimo. If you start paying for improvements to the town, I'll keep track of them in this book. And since I have nothing better to do, I'll also make note of any objects you bring in from the outside. If you actually get this place up and running, travelers might visit and spend money. Although I doubt anyone will want to come this far out of the city. But if they do, I'll keep the money we make in this chest. You're going to have to show up to take it to the bank yourself. Because when it gets full, I'm just going to take the extra cash for myself. Capito?
Deal.
Bitch. Summary. And I've only done 1%. Shops. I definitely want the art merchant. Oh, brothel. That'll definitely bring people in. I need to unlock the well because there's a chest down there if I remember correctly or something. And yeah, that's why I never did 100% of this, because of this. The feathers. Never did them all. Did everything else. Never did those though.
Buongiorno. There's something wrong.
Messer Mario hired me to deal with this mess, but I'm an architecto, not a miracle worker. Without money, I can't fix any of these buildings.
And if someone brought you money...
Now, why would you need money
You must be Serezio.
to renovate this entire city, town, whatever? Because you should know full well that by getting it done, people would come in to pay money anyway.
I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once. If I build you a shop, you, as the landlord, can purchase goods there at lower rates. If you invest more money in the shop, you get an even greater discount. As for renovations, well, you'll be
See, pretty much all you do is you just buy all the shops immediately. Not that most of them matter, but buy the shops, buy the well.
You buy shops and renovations, you'll be increasing the number of people who visit, causing your income to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
Yeah, I definitely need him. No, that's 4,000.
Buon viaggio!
That's all the important stuff done. Oh, plus 7,750. Nice. Which I believe gives me 775. Oh yeah, no, oh, ferret, nice. Yeah, obviously also buying paintings increases the city's wealth. Obviously, the more expensive the painting, the more money it brings in. Battista and Federico. Who?
Grazie, and come again.
Oh no, I do need to renovate the church because it will give me the bloody chests that are inside. I forgot about that. I know I definitely have to do the well. That's why, like I say, you get all of these done now. Then you get so much money to pretty much freely renovate the buildings. Which then obviously just means free money. And I don't think I can actually climb this until later on. Yeah, no, I can't climb this until later on. Oh, woe is me. Yeah, then treasure gets strewn about that way. Okay, I'll see if I can get them. Because I don't know if I should buy my armor now or upgrade the city. Because like I say, obviously upgrading the city means you just get a crap ton of money. And obviously a crap ton of money means free money. Free money means free upgrades. Also means upgrading the city even quicker. No, okay. There has to be an actual way up this, right? I know you get the jump ability later, but... I don't know if I see any more of those statues. They also might be underneath the villa. Now that I think about it. Oh well, 10,000. I can buy the well in the church probably.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
I'm also fairly certain I need the mines as well.
Buon viaggio.
Yep, that's why you needed the well. Nice. Don't know why I was expecting him to grab on. And obviously after opening the other two chests, I should be able to buy another item. I might buy the mines. Because I think then that's key access for everything. Could you please run? Or really, you can't just... Okay. Could you actually fucking climb that? There we go. Ooh, will it give me 340? You... Of course it won't. Give me a minute. I will quickly find those statues. doesn't help. Well, Minerva's here. I'm fairly certain I've already got her. Yeah, that's where that one was. Paul, oh, Diana, sorry. I've got, but you never know. Because then obviously this will give me a crap ton of money as well. Which will then be even more money to renovate this stuff. Oh, I know that was the... And Apollo is pretty much right next to me. Although I don't know where, 'cause it just says here. Which might be better to follow a video. Idiot. Okay, go to the villa. Obviously I got that one.
You're sick and whatever
I know this one I've also got. Oh, I see the other one. Give me a minute. Now if it's just him putting them all in, I can do that. Don't you worry. There we go, done. That's all the statues. I don't think there's anything else to do after that. Now that we have 9,000 florins, if there's anything worth 3,000, I mean I can always upgrade the shops, but whatever. Basically now you buy whatever the cheapest is. So obviously the cheaper means the more you can buy means the more money you make. Yeah, 3, 6, 9. Only problem is it doesn't get me the bloody mines. Fuck it, I'll get the mines, they'll probably get me something in there. Obviously always go for the brothel. I'm slightly short. I don't even know where the hell the mines are. I think they're way at the back here. But at least going around this way I can get the chests on the outskirts, which will then definitely give the money to buy another upgrade. This will kill me. Or not. Oh, there we go. I now have enough. No, the other ones are just on top of the bloody ramparts. Towers, whatever. Nope, there's a horse on steel. And of course I get money. Fuck the horse go? Oh. Yep, I'm 99% certain they're on the ramparts, so... That's the last one. Get 2,000, that'll give me 7,000 florins. Yeah, no, then I can buy the last two minor major upgrades. Then it just leaves the shops. which I will probably leave the tailor and doctor upgrades till last. The blacksmith and the painter are the important ones to get the discounts for. Because obviously cheaper armor and cheaper paintings. Cheaper paintings is the important one.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Yeah, 3.6. That'll only give me 1,800. Which isn't even close to upgrading anything. But of course the blacksmith's the bloody most expensive one. And renovating the bank would greatly increase the city's value. So yeah, that's the other thing, is there's no point doing the bank until last. The only problem is it does increase the amount of money you get. More so than these do. Yeah. Actually, now that the military barracks and the Thieves Guild's been upgraded, I could probably climb them again.
Buon viaggio.
Which means money. Which means potential upgrade. Maybe, who knows. Well, the money might not be here. Oh no, it will be. And it's all the way around to the other barracks. That should be all the treasure chests here done. Okay. No. $4,000. I can buy an upgrade. See, because that's the thing as well, is there's really no point buying well, especially paintings, but there's no point buying weapons as well until you get the blacksmith fully leveled. He's the first guy you want to, obviously. That's if you use weapons. I don't. Obviously, like I say, with a hidden blade, you just kill everyone in one hit.
Buongiorno. Salute,
But I don't have enough for that.
Shall we take a look at the list?
So I think it's 5,000. Yeah, the tailor's the cheapest because he pretty much doesn't do anything. He doesn't.
Buon viaggio.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
Yep, 26%. I've not even done anything and I'm getting 4,000 florins every 20 minutes. It's a lot of money when... Because yeah, the bank will give you the most amount of money. Obviously the renovations are done, which is the important thing. Because obviously now that's all the collectibles done. At least here anyway. The feathers side of things, if I even bothered doing them, I would do them in my own time anyway. But everything else should be fine. Because obviously the portraits you can't miss, the paintings you just buy, the seals, they're obviously side quests to get the outfit of Altair. Models... Oh, I think the models are stuff like the flying machine from Leonardo and whatever. Feathers, obviously collectibles, codec pages, collectibles, but again you need those to then get the seals if I remember correctly. And equipment, you should theoretically get them as and when you go. But I don't have enough money, I think, to get them.
A presto, Ezio.
I'll have a look. Like I say, I'm fairly certain I don't. I think I'll have enough for maybe 2 upgrades, but then there's really no point because I've almost got enough money to get the blacksmith upgrade. Fuck it. I can go for more armor now. Yeah. They're the most expensive and I don't know why. Yeah, 2, 3. Oh yeah, because I've already got leather greaves. Oh yeah, no, they're the other greave. They're the other greave upgrades. I will speak in a minute.
Another time then.
And of course I can't save. I liked in Brotherhood when you upgraded your armor, instead of the leather pieces it changed to an engraved chromatite metal. No, it does that in this as well. Like I say, that's the generic leather greaves. They're the upgraded boots. They are, and obviously as you get more and more upgrades, they get more and more intricate with their detailing. But I know what you mean in terms of Brotherhood, but yeah, this also does it. I don't think to the extent of what Brotherhood does, but yeah. Although I think by the end you do get a quite intricate bit of metal plating for your chest. I think, at some point. And then obviously, like I say, weapons. Weapons are bloody useless in this. They are. Because if you master the hidden blade, You don't need these, you just need them for collectibles.
We're open most days. Should you change your mind?
Have I seen the Assassin's Creed Easter eggs in Siege? No, I haven't. Of course I haven't. I mean, there aren't technically any Easter eggs that are permanent. Like, for example, unlocking an outfit that makes one of the characters look like an assassin. That I would like. Moreover than... Oh, hey, here's the thing. Well, first things first, I'm going to finish this here. I'll quickly look up that in a moment. But, yeah, I'll continue this tomorrow, and I'll probably beat Assassin's Creed 2 before I potentially finish and, well, continue and finish Wasteland, providing I can get past the goddamn sewers, if I can. But, yeah, I'll finish this here, but I'll have a look at those Easter eggs. So, yeah, bye YouTube.